Now recording, everybody say a thing.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Setting up the screen recording. That is the dimension I want. Okay, hitting record. Here we are. Get all this stuff off the screen. Stop looking at my stuff. Okay, get it off of here. So, with weird stuff going on with, by the way, we were talking about 40k before. Okay, so there's Zinch. Posting him in the journal chat. Yeah, there he is.
Ooh.
I mean, one of his forms.
Yeah, he looks like random stuff every day. So just imagine following Zinch, and that's like that guy really is like the evil version of the Wild. I mean, if you were to say, well, what does the Wild in Werewolf look like? I'll just pull up a picture of Zinch. There you go. And Roll20 updated their HUD, and it's horrible. You guys see what I'm seeing on the YouTube video. I hate this. I hate everything about this setup. I like the old one so much better. Okay, last episode, we killed the witch. And as celebration for that, I'm going to take a shot of this Tito's vodka. Let's go.
Woo!
Okay, take a sip.
I don't have alcohol
with
me.
Take a smell. Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna take the sip of apple juice.
Alright. Vodka. Alright, so there we go. It feels like I'm always at the doctor after I sip it. Because it gets stuck in my mustache, and I start smelling like ethanol in it.
Yeah, that's why I don't drink pure vodka. Only liqueurs who are like 50% and more.
It feels like I'm about to go into surgery every time I do that. Alright, last episode, we found the witch, we found the Nefandi who's been causing all this stuff. We killed her 2 ally vampires, and we have yet to figure out what else is going on. Aput, we quickly cut to you for a minute. Let's see. Cutting to you. Just gotta get this stupid thing to work. Come on with this. There we go. Alright, so that zombie right here.
Yeah.
Upon the death of the witch, you don't know it yet, but I'm just realizing there's probably going to be a reverb in this episode because I'm in. For viewers at home, I'm in a house that isn't mine for this episode. It's not Kyle's. So there may or may not be a reverb quality to my microphone. I have no idea, but I digress. Upon the witch dying, you see that the zombie freezes. He was walking towards you, but now he's just standing still. His toes pointed forward, his hands to his side, not doing anything. Upon killing the Setite, Great Power, who's in the Umbra, no, he's not in the Umbra, he's in the material plane, looks over, looks at the woman who's still stunned from getting her blood drained, and immediately he gets off the table, storms out the door. He's still in cross form, so he ends up smashing the glass door to the diner on his way out as he quickly runs up the street towards where the rest of the party was.
Okay. I'm in the Umbra.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, you're safe. Nobody sees you.
Okay. Yeah. And that woman is still there, right?
She's still there. She's going to take a little nap after that because, I just had my blood drained by a vampiric kiss. I'm in delirious at the moment.
Okay.
But you do see that the vampire left behind a corpse. That may or may not be an issue.
Okay. So I'm gonna hop back up to real world.
All right. Give me the Gnosis roll. Microphone probably clicked on it.
Sweet.
Hey, we're going nowhere.
Sweet. Yeah. If I'm stuck, can I try heal myself?
Alright, try to heal yourself. Do you have see, you did not use the once a day rage, did you? Did you use the raid shield or did you not use the raid shield? You did not use the raid shield. All right, you may spend a point. What?
Okay. No, continue.
All right. I'm going to say you can spend a point of temporary rage for the 1-a-day heal all my wounds ability. See if you want to do that. Yeah. All right.
I think I will hang on to this.
Mm-hmm.
And try and manually do this.
You're going to do it manually?
Yeah.
All right. So looking at your wounds, most of these are just bruises. There's you probably just well, if you were to step sideways, you probably just could go over to the drink machine and then just get some ice cubes in your hand and put those to your face. Well, alternatively, you could also use Frozen Claws of Death for an ice pack. It'll be a gross misusage of the gift.
Yeah.
All right. See, and looking at what could possibly be in your inventory. See, so in terms of wounds. Whoa. What?
3 superficial and 1 aggravated.
All right, so 3 superficial, 1 aggravated. You should be fine for the most part. The superficial will go away eventually, and the bruised, yeah, that just needs to go down after some swelling.
Okay. Yeah. So I think I will gonna attempt to go to sideways, but you can swap to the rest of the pack.
All right. You start making your way over to the rest of the pack. Roll Gnosis.
No. I mean, okay. I mean, I will stay in the diner. I feel like I could, like you could, tell them about stuff.
All right.
Oh.
All right. And now we have managed to step sideways.
Okay. I'm still in Kranos form.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Satite. And do I know about Harbinger of Skulls in the bathroom?
Harbingers of Skulls, the Wendigo have never met one and have never had a reason to go after them, so no.
I mean,
but
I know that there are corpses in there.
Oh yeah, you were told about that. You don't know what a Harbinger of Skulls is, but you know that there is a vampire in the bathroom.
I'm gonna take Satite to the bathroom.
Let's take him to the restroom.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do this. Is there a corpse from corpse of Setite and Harbinger? I'm gonna take the heart out.
You can do that with the Setite. The Harbinger is just ashes and dust on the floor.
Okay. Yeah. So I take the heart from Setite.
Yes.
Put the heart in the sink and just throw the corpses. No, I'm gonna take corpses and go to back door because I was in the back door and see if there's like some trash bin can.
Oh yeah,
container.
You look over here. There's There's a large dumpster and then there's 2 small ones they can choose from.
I'm gonna shove the Setite in a bigger dumpster.
Right, as you take the Setite, drop him in there, and just the ashes of the Harbinger of Skulls as you sprinkle his body with them.
Yeah.
And there we go. The political message has been sent.
Sweet. And I think I'm gonna go to Hamed and go to the rest of the pack.
All right. As you are off on your way to the rest of the pack, Aput, I will put you on the screen in a minute. Going over to the parking lot. Come on, let me just grab the banner. For God's sakes, Roll20. This update is terrible. All right, here we are. All right, Asar, you are still in the middle of having a heart attack.
I'm like clutching my chest, and I'm currently like hyperventilating if I'm breathing at all, and I'm trying to get my heart to pump, and I'm smacking my chest with my left arm over and over again. Then
Got to defibrillate yourself.
Like,
Let's pray that Doc still has a point of temporary gnosis. He does. Okay, Mother's Touch. Here we go. If we were playing as a Glasswalker, this would be even easier. Alright, so looking at this, I have all the sheets. I can figure out what your temporary rage is. It is at a 3. Alright. So, oh god, it's the moment where the GM forgets what roll you're supposed to make for Mother's Touch.
let's see here. Mother's Touch.
Intelligence and medicine. Alright. It goes to show that I never play. It goes to show that I never play a Theurge. Okay, how many dice is this? 7d10, challenge 3. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aggravated damage shield on you.
Oh my god, thank you, Doc.
And the heart attack ceases. And seeing that Karma can probably use this more than he can, he's going to go for the Karma. And him being this king is going to be like, oh no, I have to be the one who's horribly, horribly injured. And roll 7d10.
Well, he can't heal himself, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about that at the end.
Yeah.
So.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. And that's for aggravated wounds. You're currently at bruised.
Yes. I love it. Thank you, Doc.
And you're going to see that Doc very quickly strips down to what remains of his underwear, rips the suit off of this witch's back, and quickly slings it onto his body. Bloodstains be damned. And now we have a dead naked witch. And Aput.
All right.
Oh man.
Aput, you may enter the scene.
I'm gonna go closer to them.
And they killed the witch without you.
That's a.
I see you. I see you heal the witch. That's great.
Duncan's gonna smile and say, "Ding dong, the witch is dead," and then like rattle her healing arm in the completely shredded leather jacket.
Yes. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
Aput, it's a new weird wormcomer fashion sense. Only wear half an outfit.
Huh. I'm not judging that.
Alright. So Karma, you know you have about a minute before you quickly need to leave the scene because the police are going to show up. Thanks to Great Power, who I've forgotten to place the token for. Thanks to Great Power, Val and Doc, the Veil.
How far? Yeah, good job, Great Power. You and that red talent subtlety. We're relatively close to the ocean, right?
Yes.
Like, how far? Like, could we dump her body in the ocean? Is my thought.
Yes, you can. So let me.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, like, I feel like we already have dead bodies in the bathroom. My hope is somehow it could look like they fought each other. That doesn't really make sense. But also having a dead body in the parking lot's a problem. So, like, I feel like we should grab her and just try to, like, chuck her off a pier as quickly as possible.
All right. So you can very quickly dispose of said body. Let me get the map prepared for you. Yeah, we get to go into the guts of Roll20, and you get to see how I do this in the middle of sessions while I'm replanning how I want to go about things.
Life of an S tier.
If you
preferably we get Great Power to pick up something really heavy and we tie it to the body so that she stays sunk for a good chunk of time. But Yeah.
If you guys watched any of our D&D 2e live play, that orc encounter we did for last episode, that was completely on the spot. Is that I had a
That's awesome. I haven't watched those yet.
I had a plan for how that session was going to go, but while I was doing it, I decided that I didn't like where the story was going, so I just completely changed it on the spot. Let's see.
I guess.
Sometimes I feel like the best sessions are that way, though. Your players do something that you're just like, oh my god, I wasn't expecting that, and then bam, you're like, no, I can roll with this. I can improv, and it vibes, and it works really well.
Because me and Kyle did a whole bunch of creative writing beforehand, and sometimes when we would do a scene, I would just decide in the middle of it that I don't like it because we did way too much pre-planning for it. So it's when I have no plan is typically when I have some of my best sessions.
Yeah, that's always my thing. I get a bunch of NPCs. I have a rough, like, general main plot, and I do like a bunch of things that I could be inspired in and like throw in, but I find if I plan too much, it just messes me up.
Speaking of which, you guys were going for the beach. No, Val's not here. Val and Cousin Carl are currently missing for this episode. Pretty sad, but show must go on. I have some set dates to honor. All right, and here we are.
All right.
And let me keep.
Sweet.
I'm just going to have Doc and Great Power off the screen for the sake of the scene. Let's see, and let me pull up the our dead witch. Yeah, here she is. And put a little X over her. So they bring her over here.
I would be deeply grateful if they were just DM controlled, because having firepower would be nice, even if you just control them. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. So you want me to bring on Doc and Great Power?
Yeah, if you're cool, if you could just run them as like Storyteller run NPCs, that would be amazing. I'm just a little afraid of like facing the big boss with 2 other people.
Gotcha.
We got this. We got this.
See.
We got this.
Paul, here we go. I'm trying to think, which actor did you pull for this character? Leave it in the comments. I feel like I've seen that face, but I don't know where. All right, we're here. Tybee Beach. There we are. We have one dead witch. And
I'm still seeing the parking lot. Is that where we are?
I think I thought I am the only one who see parking lot.
This thing that
you have to reload. I was there, and it was there. Yeah, we're brought back.
All right, copy. All right, you should.
Oh, there we go. There we are.
You should be on it now.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, here we are. We're at the beach.
Right.
You're looking around, and who is going to be on the beach at Halloween? Nobody is here.
Perfect. So, all right. What I'd like to do with Asar is that I'd like to activate the gift called Sobek's Tread Sobek's back.
Yeah.
That lets me run on water.
You may do that.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm going to activate Speed of Thought. I'm just going to run to the middle of the ocean and dump that woman really far out.
I briefly tied one of the rocks by that campfire to her to help just pull the body below the surface. And by the time she's fish food and rotting, whatever, I don't care. But that will be enough that hopefully she stays out there.
See. By the way, asking you, Karma, while you were inspecting, I forgot to bring this up last session. This is why I'm asking now. You saw that there was a duffel bag in the back of that red Mustang. Would you want to bring that with you?
She took everything.
Yeah.
She took the perfume and anything else she thought was interesting, and she hopefully ideally would have looked in it at the time, but we'll look in it now if we say she forgot until that moment.
All right, gotcha. You have it, and while Asar is going out dumping off the body, we have that bag. Well, that's a success.
Alright, works.
Right?
At least I can do it for a couple
Yeah,
turns.
he's running out to the middle of the ocean, body over his head, ready to throw it like it's a massive piece of plywood into the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
Alright. While you're here, Aput and Karma, do you want to go through the bag?
Yes.
Alright. You drop it down onto the sand.
I'm gonna quick
And you
do quick sense of the worm if I can.
Since the worm, your sense net, you're getting a teeny tiny sense. Is that you can tell that there's something wormish in the bag, or that the contents of the bag venerate the worm in some way.
I smell
I
worm.
will mention
Watch out.
this. I still want to look in though.
Alright.
Be careful. It could blow up in your face.
You unzip it, and behold, the first thing you see, it's an entire stash of X-rated movies. In typical set-type.
Okay, she's gonna pull those out, nodding.
In typical set-type fashion, there it is, a copy of Napoleon Blew My Bonaparte. Very, very historical inaccuracy, by the way, as you toss it into the sand. And looking through it, why does he have so many of these? You're pulling out different, like 20 different CDs as you like frisbee disc them into the sand. Typical setite.
Okay.
You go into the bottom, a change of clothes. Good, he has one of those. It looks like he didn't stash any shoes with it. It's just a sock, a pair of jeans, and a hoodie.
Are they men's clothes? So it's men's clothes?
Men's sized. It's gonna be baggy on you if you wear it.
Okay.
Right. Speaking of having no clothes, Doc is going to shift into lupus form. We're going to drop him off here. Great Power is still in Hamid form. He just has his arms crossed. No, not Hamid form, Glabro form, as he's got his arms crossed, looking out to the ocean. Karma, we found a video camera.
Okay, so she's gonna chuck the guy's clothing over there, and she's like, "If you all don't want it, I could probably use it." She says, "I think I've got some electrical tape in my bag too, if I need it."
See.
And is sort of laughing, and she's dig through. So she gets the video camera. I guess she's gonna turn it on and look at what they were filming, which is gonna be disgusting.
There's a 70% chance, because it's a setite, it's gonna be pornographic. As you pull it up, and fingers crossed, you're looking away with one eye closed, and it comes on. No, it's not.
No kids, no kids, no
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, there are no kids. Instead, you're looking. The first thing you see is the face of that setite. As you can see, he's got the camera. He's filming himself with it. All right. Hey, we're recording, by the way. You want me to record this? Personally, I don't really care. As you see, the witch comes in the screen. I mean, as long as you just don't interrupt the ritual. You're recording this for what reason? As you see, the Harbinger of Skull comes into frame. Oh, just that stuff I do. I like recording this stuff so I can watch it back later for your own viewing pleasure. Yeah, exactly that. When we summon the ghost, you're able to control him, right? No, that's not the kind of necromancy I have. Well, what kind of necromancy do you have? The kind that lets me make zombies. Did you not look at my file when you were looking me up, Setite? No, that's more of the boss's job. I don't really do that myself. Just watch the ritual. As the camera shifts around, you see that they are looking at the middle of a circle with that hermetic symbol in the middle of it, that little chaos undivided symbol. You see that they have a young woman who's laying down on her back. Stakes are through her palms and ankles, as she's pinned in the middle of the floor as the witch is casting a dark ritual over her. Yeah. Aput, it's always good to see a wormcomer die, but not like this. As you see the Nefandi witch walks over, both of her arms raised. As she starts recanting, speaking in... None of us would happen to speak black speech, would we?
Nope.
No.
As you see, after they say a little sermon, they pull off that inverted cross trinket, raise it above the woman's body, and then you see what looks like a red spear of energy drop out of her palm into the chest of that woman, immediately killing her. And then, whoosh, a geyser opens up in the middle of that circle, and a portal to the Shadowfell opens. Karma and Aput, we now know how to use the Nefandi method of opening a portal to the Shadowfell. As you look and you start seeing all the different wraiths that you fought before crawling out of the middle of that circle. You do see one in particular that catches your eye. It is a guy who looks like this. Pulling up his token. Like this. That comes out first and then quickly runs away.
So we haven't caught him yet.
No, we haven't caught him yet. And
it was the stench I felt earlier.
And as that video continues to go on, eventually, yep, we do lose track of where this guy in particular went. Looking at this, let's see, making sure we're still recording. Good.
Is there any like knowledge roll that I can make for that guy in particular?
So that guy in particular, this is going to be a high roll. It's around this time that Asar, you finally throw the witch's body into the ocean.
Made Sobek want bring you closer and weigh your heart.
As you see the body just slowly shrinks down into the ocean as the blood turns the water red. As that body slowly sinks down, and hopefully it will be a few months until it's discovered. All right. As you start making your way back. Karma, I want this roll to be intelligence and occult difficulty 9.
Can I try
I can use my fetish on this,
yes.
Right?
And I put you, sorry, no, put is your name. You want to do something?
Yeah. Can I also roll?
Yes, you can.
0 successes, because I always roll 1s.
Aput.
I have a 1
Now,
success.
you know about this. You've never encountered these guys yourself, but you've heard of them. You know that there are many different legions of wraiths. You don't know all of their names. You've been told there's 7 of them. The way this guy looks, he's very obviously a skeleton. As you're looking at him, Karma, you rewind the video looking at this guy in particular. Out of all the wraiths you encountered, he's the only one who's wearing clothes. You look over his body. Karma, from you living in this area, you knowing American history, he is wearing the suit of a Union Civil War soldier. As you look at him, and as you look at his body, Aput, you figure out what legion he's supposed to be from. The Skeletal Legion, which is pretty obvious the minute you know the name of the Skeletal Legion. So, as you're looking at him, what you know about the Skeletal Legion, you don't know that much beyond that these are all guys who died of disease. You don't know why they're all skeletons, though. Seems a little weird to you. And that's what we were able to gather from that check.
We've killed everything else in the video except for that skeletal guy. Is that the takeaway?
Yeah, except for him.
Okay.
Alright, and Asar, you finally come back.
This is also something I should probably know, but if we wanted to permanently destroy the witch's things, because I think I did destroy the noose, but if we wanted to permanently destroy the Iron Cross, is there like some kind of ritual that I need to use, or could I just break the object physically?
You could break it physically, or you can use the meta gift, create element, and just summon fire in your hand and just smelt it down.
Got it. Okay.
Asar, you finally return. the soles of your feet attracting sand because the bottoms of your feet are now wet. Thank goodness we're not wearing sandals. It's going to be in your shoe all day.
Like, oh, I hate getting wet sand in my feet. It's like it's totally different from regular sand.
Asar,
yeah.
I have a quick question. Do you know something about Skeleton Legion? Worm Tank.
Asar, that's one of the 2 legions you know by name.
That's like, yes, I do. What do you guys need to know about him? What's happening over here?
He's the sole survivor of the cairns, I could say, more like tunnels, underneath the mausoleum.
Yeah, we watched the ritual that they performed, and as this idiot filmed it on a video camera. We've killed everybody else except for this guy, and she flips over the frame to show the skeletal guy. We need to figure out where he is and how to get rid of him.
I mean, you can go to mausoleum. Catch the heart is already there.
He takes a look at the video. He says we should probably reach back for everyone else.
Just to make sure, this was the circle that we found in the mausoleum, right? It's not a different location.
See that like the same fleshy rates that you fought before, like the ones that were covered in goo, like the guy with like
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just saying, but like the location that the ritual was in was the mausoleum, right? That's the circle that we found, and I like kicked apart. That's the same place. Is. Okay, cool. I just didn't want to make assumptions. You're like, no, it was happening at a house in Savannah. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. As Great Powers look at this, looks over your shoulder. What's this? Look at this. That uniform. Civil War. Wormcomers fighting over land that they didn't own. I'm disgusted by this. Is he just going to look over at Karma?
I agree.
He's going to look over at Karma, he's going to look over at Aput. Looking at this. You. Aput. Saw Shredder. What do you know about rates?
Let's see here.
Spirits.
The race themselves have a different sort of organization. They have legions. And each legion corresponds to a certain value they have in the rule of hierarchy within Stygia. In the realm of Oblivion, things can get very hectic. When it comes to these, if what I think it is true, none of this should be happening, but yet they're interacting with the world of the living as if, or frankly, this is far, far beyond my reasoning. I don't understand why this would even happen in the first place. The Archons, as he specifies a person of rank for second in command of the Legion in a city, these large citadels or warlords, they should be in control of these people. But this one doesn't seem like it is one of them.
You're looking at him, by the way. You know that members of the Skeletal Legion that have gone full-blown skeleton are pretty powerful in the standards of Wraith the Oblivion. So this guy's pretty high up there. Where, thinking about this, why is an officer of the Skeletal Legion working with the Nefandi?
Okay, and that's something that he has no idea. This is something far beyond him.
And
would he have gone rogue? I mean, is that a possibility that he's breaking his chain of command?
Maybe he just wants to gain power, kill people with disease, so they go to Oblivion and serve him.
Both of those are possible, but you're putting yourself at massive risk if you do that. After all, nobody's better at killing a wraith than another wraith. And
So he's probably working for someone in the Oblivion structure.
Well, that and all three of you make rolls as you're brainstorming. Asar, I want you to roll Wits and Occult, difficulty 7. Karma and Aput roll. There's no flat out history check in this game. Intelligence.
Wits would be better.
Okay, and Wits and. I'm not happy with any of these knowledges. They're not anything I'm looking for. I want to say politics. I'm saying politics. We're going with politics.
All right.
What's it, politics or just
In difficulty 7?
difficulty 7.
Intelligent politics, right?
All right. I'm spending a point of willpower. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Okay.
So there you go. Extra roll. All right, there you go. 3 successes. And Aput, we're drawing a blank. All right.
Blank.
As Aput is thinking, Asar, we know that with a wraith, the thing that gives them their existence, the thing that prevents them from becoming a specter, is that they have to have a fetter. Something that is tying them to the world that gives them existence. If a wraith doesn't have that, they either pass on or become a specter, depending on how those things resolve or no longer exist. So, looking at that recording, you see that this guy, as you're looking at his suit, Karma, you can tell Asar that this guy is a Union soldier. The good guys, that the northern side during the Civil War.
So I'll share that. That he's a Union soldier. Is there anywhere that has Civil War era stuff in the town? Is there a museum or like anything kept in the town hall or something where they might have items?
Storm about that. You know that.
I feel like in Savannah, Georgia, they're not going to be like praising the Union too hard.
You know that there's 2 locations he could be. The first one is that he is either at where the battle itself took place, Asar. If he died during the Civil War, which is more likely the case if he's Skeletal Legion, because 60% of all casualties in the Civil War were caused by disease. It wasn't so much people shooting each other, it was disease that was killing them. Or this guy could be at a bar that you know. There is a haunted bar in Savannah called the Jolly Roger. He's either at one of those 2. He's either at the battlefield itself, or he's at the bar. It's a coin toss as to which one he's at.
I just feel like if he died of disease, like the odds that he croaked because of his syphilis or his like gangrene or whatever in the middle of battle are real low. Sorry, that's awful. I know that they had legit dysentery and that sometimes they were just chilling in the trenches, like, all right, guys, I'm gonna pass out. Like, we don't understand germ theory yet.
Bacterial infection.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just gonna fall asleep and wake up, but
which would lead you to believe that he's at the Jolly Roger then. As Karma and Asar, you're both brain racking, tipping your hand as a storyteller. You know that bar used to be a hospital before it became a bar. The first floor, at the very least.
I feel like that's more likely. I mean, maybe we should split up, but I feel like we should go for the bar.
I'll see if I can go to the battlefield and you 2 go to the bar. We can shout each other in the pack link and let each other know what we find.
Sounds good.
Doc is looking at you saying, I'm gonna go head back to his ratkin, see if I can get my skin back.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Great Power looks over at Asar. I'll be following him. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't die in the middle of the field.
That'd be good. I am happy to go with Aput. Aput, are you a theurge? Sorry, out of character. I should know this and I don't.
No, I'm not a future.
Arun.
Okay, that's right. Because I think Doc and Asar are,
Yes.
right? It would be. I just feel like if we're going up
Asar
against
is
Wraith, it'd probably be good to have a theurge, but I got it.
Yeah, Doc is the theurge. Asar is the Philodox, which he turns back to great power and says, "Yeah, it'd be nice to keep you in check too. We want to break the litany again."
All right. As you team up with the litany breaker, Asar and Karma, you're both heading for the bar. Great Power and Asar are both heading for the battlefield. Aput and Karma for the bar. Split you guys up. We'll go with Karma and Aput first, if that's okay with you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Dropping you off at the Jolly Rogers. This is a free map that is provided by Roll20. And by this point, it is 1 in the morning. So, getting Aput and Karma, what forms are both of you in?
I'm Hamid, still.
Yeah, I'm Hamid as
All
well.
right. So, as you both go over here, you are looking around. You look at this bar. It's pirate themed, as usual. I mean, it makes sense. A place called Jolly Rogers. What else is it going to be themed after? All right. As you step in, it seems that these guys are open until 2. Good. So you step on in, and behold, as you look around, there's a ton of pirate memorabilia everywhere. As you're looking, there's a giant black flag with a skull and crossbones on the wall. You look around. They've got what sounds like sea shanty music playing over the intercom by this point. That's occasionally mixed in with heavy metal as you step in. Aput, your least favorite kind of music.
Rather drums.
As you step in, and the map is yours. You may move as you please, as I am setting all these NPCs down. This man is not holding a bow. His asset just happens to be.
Alright. Is it... she'll kind of like gently elbow Aput, like not really, but be like, sort of like nudge him and say, hey, can you check for the worm? I feel like you're better at this than me.
Sense the worm.
Yeah. The stairs are up or down?
The stairs are going down. You look and see that the stairs lead to the bathroom.
Okay. I'm gonna do sense the worm.
All right. Let's see. No, not you.
Sorry, and it's perception and primal urge,
Yes.
right?
Perception and survival, I think.
Oh, survival. That's right. It's
Yeah.
survival.
All right. As you're looking, Aput, it's very, very faint. We're getting something from this table.
Okay. Oh, the goth table. Surprise, surprise.
As you look over, and Aput and Karma, you see what looks like 2 Tim Burton characters standing on this side of the table, along with 1 Turkish woman.
Okay. She is, before she engages with them, she's gonna sidle up to the bar and try to catch the barkeeper's eye.
Hey, are you homeless? I'm sorry, you can't sleep here tonight.
Excuse me, is my zombie costume that good? Dude, I bartend down the street. I'm actually just here because I am doing this like Halloween scavenger hunt. It's got like Something from a Union soldier? Do you guys have one of those
Say,
things
oh
in
yeah,
this
we got
bar?
a Union soldier sword on that wall.
Oh, maybe that's it. All right, if I can take a picture of it with my phone. Thanks, bro.
Alright, cool. Sorry for the mistake.
No problem. I'll take it as a compliment, not an insult. And she winks at him and starts walking over.
And I was gonna say, you have a phone?
No, but I'm gonna pretend.
You walk over here, and you look at the wall, and yeah, that actually is a World War II memorabilia sword that's trying to be passed off as a cutlass.
Wait, no, so it's not a real Civil
It
War
is from the
sword?
Civil War, but it looks like, as you're looking at it, you're touching it with your hands. The metal isn't real, it's plastic. Damn it.
No. Okay, well, that was a good idea that didn't work.
So you're looking at this. Aput, you managed to catch out the corner of your eye these two goths over here. One of them, the man nudges the woman and whispers to her. The woman is giving you the side eye while she sits at the table.
I give her side eye back.
And Karma and Aput, you hear two people are coming up the stairs. We got a clown.
Oh no.
And we've got a dog? Did you see this guy?
Does that person...
Yeah, you're looking at him.
Is it like a canine?
Yeah, you're looking at it. Is that a mask? No, it's a real dog head. Or is that a mask? Or is it a dog head? Or is it a mask? He's not moving. He's not expressing. He doesn't even look like he's breathing. He's got dog hands, but he's wearing shoes. He's got a dog tail, but the tail isn't moving. Is this a dog, or is this a man in a costume?
Do I sense warmth from him, or no?
As you're looking at him, you're beginning to sense... Uh-oh. Both of you roll wits in occult. Difficulty 7. Let's see. Uh-oh, Karma, we're beginning to realize that we stepped into something we wish this was a one-off wraith. Aput, we're realizing it too. Unseelie Court.
No.
These are changelings.
Okay, over Packlick, she's gonna be like, oh my god, we walked into a den of changelings at the bar. Help. I'm gonna try to pretend to go get a smoke break, but they're probably not gonna let us.
See, as you're beginning to move, you see that this clown walks this way. The dog man walks this way. Nobody seems to question him because it's Halloween. As all 5 of these...
Actually, can I ask real quick? Are the changelings, are they usually okay with the wraiths, or would they also be upset that the wraiths and the vampires are cutting in on
If the wraith is generating fear, they're okay with it. If the wraith is doing anything else, no.
Oh, it's nothing we can't lie about, I guess.
As you see that, Aput and Karma, you're looking around, and these wraiths begin to form more or less like a barrier around you. Not wraiths, changelings, as they begin to walk up.
Sorry, darling, I didn't realize I was coming to a party I wasn't
invited to. You see that the clown puts
to.
his hand on your chest and holds you backwards. Oh, no. You stay right there.
We move it.
I don't think you are. As the main goth with the black eyeshadow starts looking at you. You're staying exactly where you are. You've got silver all over you, buddy. I know what you are.
Look, these are all on loan from a killer cult, so you want to talk about that? Because they might have been coming for you.
Oh, no. You're talking about killer cults? As the woman starts speaking. No, we're the only killers you should be worried about. It's Halloween. You know what that means. It's no longer your rule. It's ours here.
Technically, it's the next day. Am I right?
It's 1
not
a.m.,
Halloween.
so they crossed, right?
As you look at the clown, well, yeah, it is November 1st. Good on you, Einstein. No, you're under unseelie rule now. We call the shots amongst the Fae.
Okay.
And we're gonna stay in charge until Mayday.
Sweet.
Now what?
You're gonna get out
you're
of here.
not. You're not stepping out of here. As you'll see that the Fae, these two right here, quickly reach into their pants, and they pull out what looks like drinking straws, and quickly hold them in your mouth. Hold them in their mouth, sorry. Aput?
I was about to say, I fight that.
Like, what the
you
fuck?
see that they both have what looks like teeny tiny darts inside their drinking straws, and they both point them at you. You see that the clown guy reaches into his back, and he pulls out what looks like a Tamagotchi toy, but it's got two antennas sticking out of it. The dog just begins to snarl at you. The Turkish woman speaks. You see, we know what you are, Red Eyes. You're Silverfang. You healed somebody you weren't supposed to.
Oh. No. Just not call me that. The worm comers.
Oh,
Ma'am, neither of us are Silverfang. You are real uninformed. I can talk to you about this, but if you all are going to insist on starting a war, I suggest
you look at this guy. His hair's...
I'm gonna break the
his
veil
his
and
hair
your spine
is white.
if you say that I'm Silverfang.
No, you're not fooling us. We know what our target looks like. Looking for a pasty white guy. And you're the exact kind of guy we're looking for.
Nope, we know where he is. We have multiple white guys, believe it or not. Y'all
You're trying to
racist.
pull your way out of this.
I am not.
Or you could actually talk.
I am
Because if
not.
you start shit, you're gonna bring all of our family down on you, and you know it. Don't do this.
Aput, you got something?
Can I do a persuasion or anything?
I'm gonna do heavy breaths. And I'm gonna say, I am not white. As white as like white women's.
Alright, so two of you, I want you to both make rolls as these changelings are looking at you. Roll appearance and streetwise or intimidation. Difficulty 8 because these are unseelie court fae you're trying to intimidate.
What?
Okay. And I can't do a persuasion or expression roll?
Would you like to spend a point of willpower on that?
Alright. Yeah, let me do that.
Alright.
Fuck.
Both of you got
I don't have
ones.
willpower to reroll that.
Hey! Alright, Karma. So they're not convinced. They're not
Get 'em a
convinced
teeth,
that
baby.
Aput isn't a Silverfang. They are listening to what you have to say.
Look, here's the situation. Yeah, there's a lot of us out tonight because we've found folks violating rule boundaries, a bunch of loose, maybe rogue ghosts running around. And we just got attacked trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And I came here looking for the Wraith, not for you all. So if you have something, if there's things that have been happening that shouldn't be happening, we can address this. But neither of us are Silverfang. There is a white Silverfang running around, and if he did something he wasn't supposed to do, let's talk about it. But you all love setting up rules and making negotiations and agreements. I don't think you all want to bring the heat and fight a bunch of us. We have peace in Savannah. Let's keep it.
Peace in Savannah. You want to talk about peace, the Garou Nation. No, let's listen to what they have to say. So you're saying that this man isn't Paul Sokolov?
No. This man is Aput. What's your name, Aput? I'm just gonna well, she's not gonna give them his full name. Maybe giving the Fae the full name is a bad idea. No, this is Aput. He's a totally different clan.
So they're looking at him. You see that this Turkish woman looks around, slaps the Doberman dog up the upside of his head. You moron! You said he was going to be at this bar. As the dog just whimpers. Oh, the wrong target. I hate when we get the intel wrong. What the hell? No, don't you blame me for this one.
I know Paul.
You know Paul.
I know Paul, but let's talk about it. Because if he did something, he is the most uptight, sweet, nice boy. He's the goodest dog you ever met. If he did something he wasn't supposed to do, you talk it out with the big family that runs shit. We aren't them, but we can help you. But first off, we need to figure out if this Wraith is gonna rip Savannah apart. And if he made a boo-boo, we'll deal with that later, okay?
Rip Savannah apart, that directly aids us. We like it when there's a little good scare. If there's people scared for life on Halloween.
It's not just scared, they're gonna do bad things.
Exactly. Like, if there were people. If he kills all people...
Like you think we don't kill people on a regular basis.
I mean, if y'all want, we can just change and drive people into delirium. We can work something out, but we just got attacked at a fucking diner in broad
No, the
sight.
fear has to last if we're going to scare anybody. Now, you're saying something about a Wraith. We don't particularly care about a Wraith. We just want Paul Sokolov because he made a mistake he needs to pay for. You see, that doctor, there was a target we were after that he brought back from the brink of death. That man was supposed to die, but instead Paul saved his life, directly violating the will of the Unseelie court. He thought he could get away with it because it was during Seelie rule. We remember what he did.
Wait, who was
the
it?
man he did this to was one Dwayne Williams, a bone gnawer kinfolk.
So I'm assuming I know
Dwayne
who he is,
Williams
right?
is a bone gnawer informant to the Silverfang family of Savannah.
Oh, interesting. So he's an informant, and so the Unseelie court wanted him dead? Well, Karma is loyal to her crew. She doesn't want to announce that she's from the clan that he's from, because this is a lopsided thing. She's gonna say, well, did you tell the Silverfangs that was a problem? I never heard that anybody had beef with
sent a
Dwayne.
formal complaint to the kings. But as usual, the Silverfangs don't listen to a thing we say. They wouldn't have saved his life otherwise.
They don't listen to anything.
You seem to get our grievances perfectly.
Look,
Yeah.
as someone who isn't listened to by the Silverfangs, I get it, man. But you jumping us here isn't gonna help.
I see. So we
All it's gonna do is make them
got
mad.
it wrong. What you're gonna do is you're gonna keep our presence here secret, and you're gonna tell us where Paul is off to.
Oh, as soon as I walked into and you guys started being aggressive, I told a bunch of other werewolves that we were being attacked here. Or potentially. I can call them off, but I can't pretend that I didn't say
You've
you were here.
already revealed.
I'm just being upfront with you.
You've already revealed our location. Did you say that we were changelings?
But yes, because y'all were being aggressive. This is what happens when you start fights. And we can't put that genie back in the bottle, so I can either say, never mind, they're peaceful and nice, or I can say, everybody roll up. Do you want me to call the dogs off or not?
We don't want you to call any dogs off. We're not admitting defeat. But we're not going to forget this. You're going to see that the two Tim Burton characters are going to start walking around the table as they both have their eyes on you. You see that the clown reaches into his pocket and pulls out what looks like a Roman candle, and then carefully aims it at you as he starts backing up as well.
Nope. I'm going to jump behind the bar.
I'll put you jumping with her. Yes?
I have a question. No, I have an idea. He just pulled some kind of handle at us, right? So I'm gonna pick up the chair to my right and throw it.
As you pick up the chair and throw it, roll strength and athletics, difficulty 7. Typical room response to having a gun point at you. As you throw it, he quickly ducks underneath it and then backs away a few steps as the chair clatters. As the bartender says, "Hey, what the fuck?"
These goths are starting a bunch of crazy shit.
As the goths go and look over. Oh, we're leaving now.
We're trying to.
As they're going to look over. We're not going to forget this. The unseelie. Never forget.
Racist
Don't
clown.
pick fights you don't want, bitches.
As the 5 of them are going to leave.
Thank you, sir. She's gonna say to the bartender, "Lady in distress is always grateful."
Yeah. Just quit throwing furniture in my bar.
I'm gonna. Okay.
Absolutely. I'm sorry about that.
Put to its place.
You put the chair back there. You're lucky it didn't break.
So I'm gonna relay all of this stuff over Packlink and be like, Paul, I don't know when you held Dwayne, but you've upset the unseelie court, and they've got a hit on you. I told them they were trying to start a fight and throw stuff, and I was like, I already told everybody you're here.
You end up saving.
This is what happens with discrimination.
You end up saving Paul Sokolov's life tonight, but he's going to still have that hit on him. You might want to keep an eye on him for the next several months. Yeah.
Forever. Yeah. Paul has to bunk with us for the rest of his life now.
Cutting to Asar. Thank you for waiting patiently, Nost. Behold, we're at this place that's sketchy as hell.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh,
as you walk over here, Asar, as you're stepping up, yeah, you automatically know, with the way this place is set up, there is definitely some sort of wraith activity that would happen here. Just...
Oh, man.
This great power walks up with you with the sword in his hand. It's just one wraith. What are we so afraid of her?
There could be more than just one. There are legions. There should be more. And as I say that, I like to activate a gift called Trouble Seeker.
Tell us at home. What does it do?
Okay, with this, with rolling Perception and Enigmas, difficulty 8, any success indicates that as long as I am trying to seek or spot out a problem of some sort of gravity, it will come up as random, and the storyteller will tell me through subtle hints or hidden hints to describe me how dangerous it possibly be, the direction of the threat is coming from. So it's like a sixth sense, sort of. Whether or not it works, we fully depend on what happens next.
Give me the roll.
All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6, 10, diff 8. Let's see what happens. Come on, keyboard.
Trouble Seeker.
Okay.
You are sensing that there is the possibility of conflict within this cabin in particular. There might be something hostile in here.
There's something that means it's to do us harm potentially, and I point to that that big structure over there.
Yeah,
it's like,
it looks like
let's
the
approach
house
cautiously.
Monster House as you're looking at it, and yep, it's old wood. It's one story with a triangular-shaped roof made out of old oaken wood. But upon you seeing carefully, you see that great power immediately draws his sword and starts running towards it in Kronos form.
It's like, wait, they don't know we're here. We could use them as a surprise, and he's already there.
See, you see with one shoulder, he just tackles through the door, knocking the door off its hinges as he comes in with the sword.
Oh, sweet mother of God! Okay, sweet mother of Gaia. He goes in, and he follows in. It's like he activates his Asar.
Where are you? I'll kill you. I'll kill you. You see, he's got his sword raised above his head, looking around. He's got great powers, inspecting all these different rooms. He's just storming through at high speed, pushing through all of them. He goes back. I don't see anything.
I begin to take a look around and begin to investigate.
Trouble Seeker is still active.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, am I getting a massive sense that it's within this room or another room?
It's still in this area, but you sense that after great power barreled through the door, it's coming from outside now.
It's like it's going somewhere. It's out the back.
Out the back.
It knows.
It's just going to immediately storm through the back door too.
It's like, okay, at this point, I spend a point of rage just to shift into the Krynos form, so let me just go ahead and grab my token real quick.
So you step over there in Krynos form, you're heading over to the well.
All right. It's all right. It's somewhere near here.
Right.
I'm looking down at the well.
Hopefully, Roll20 Discord picks this up, or it's going to be a moment of awkward silence. We'll find out on the playback. So, doing a little musical interlude as we introduce. You see a skeleton looks up at you. He's inside the well. As you see, with two hands, he pulls himself up.
Is it this?
He looks at you, and his eyes are filled with absolute despair as he looks at you, Asar.
All right, I go ahead and I twirl my fucking disguise, and I look at him. It's like, is it the same wraith that I saw in the video? And it's like, you've gone. What is the meaning of this? Your conjuration of the living versus the dead.
I just wish to be left in peace now.
That's peace. Peace. What peace do you desire, spirit? After everything you've just caused, you worked with Setites.
I know, and it was the last resort. I didn't have anyone else to turn to.
For what purpose did you seek them out? My patience is wearing thin.
Let me introduce myself first. My name is Jack Morrison. I am a corporal of the Union Army of the United States of America. You're going to see Great Power looks over. He's got a sword raised. Why are we talking to this guy? Let's kill him.
Because I want to know more.
Talking with the enemy is a bad habit, Asar.
This is not something that's atypical. I want to understand why this wraith has decided to go against the living versus the dead and work with that of the enemies. This one's is different.
Just going to have both of his hands raised as he's looking at you. I can explain everything. As you look at his palms, you see that he's got a weird red circuit board pattern on both of his palms. See,
do I recognize
roll
it as something?
Wits and Occult difficulty 7.
Let's say Wits and Occult difficulty 7. Okay.
Did you just roll? No, that's dropped my roll from before. All right, there it is.
There we go.
We know what this is. This is a sign of him using Arcanos. All of the Arcanos have a very distinct mark that they leave behind on the body after using them for X amount of time. You identify what Arcanoid this was. Inhabit. This was the guy who, whatever his job was artifice. It was invading other items and possessing them, or invading possible either people or electronic objects and possessing them a la Poltergeist.
Okay. And he's activating this ability right now.
He's showing
his
hands.
Or is he just showing
by
his hands?
using this ability too much, it leaves you with this mark.
That's like you've been possessing items.
I was an artificer when I worked for Stygia, but I needed a way out.
What for?
You know how long ago the Civil War was. It's been 150 years since my death. I didn't pass over alone. I had a few friends with me from the Union and a few other friends within the Skeletal Legion, but all of them are dead. They all went to the labyrinth and never came back, or were taken by oblivion. It's just me now. I can't go back to Stygia anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, that concern of yours puts me in a bit of a bind.
Please, all I wanted was something simple. I didn't want the portal to stay open.
So what did you want then? Why do this? Why all of this? You can't.
What I needed was a distraction, something to get me away from any wraith that was pursuing me. The Stygia doesn't like it when people try to quit, but if I did, I would be turned into an item. I'd be soul forged. There's no way I could live a peaceful afterlife.
Asar looks at him dead in the eyes,
Mhm.
and he still has his desires out right now, on the side of his hips, stretching it over, and he says, This just sounds like a very terrible story of yours, friend. But you're still not giving me a reason to hold quarry against you, or to hold my quarry out against you.
See,
yeah.
I looked for everyone. I looked high and low, tried to find somebody that could help me pass over, but I couldn't find anybody. That Nafandi was the only one who agreed to help me.
And he assisted you in coming over to this side of the living, to go away from Oblivion.
I asked the Nafandi, could you help make a distraction, throw my pursuers off my trail, but I didn't know that she was going to do that.
So you're just an innocent. You just simply use the meanings of evil, and everything here is just a terrible circumstance.
Looking at you. I know what you are. You're a silent shredder, right?
On the hands of Duat.
You're familiar with the contents of the Old Testament, then. You know that Joseph told his brothers, I've taken the evil that you've done to me, and I've made good of it. I had to do that. It was an evil act, but it was for a good purpose.
It hurt a lot of people.
Well, what has happened to this poltergeist? Do you know what's happened to them?
Many of your compatriots down the labyrinth beforehand are dead.
Good. They weren't supposed to come over. I was supposed to be the only one.
So, what do they want from you in exchange? Or are you telling me they just simply wanted to just bring you over with good cause?
What I had to do, they of course asked for a price. They had one of those vampires that turned into snakes that I've heard about. They asked me for a lot of information about the Skeletal Legion, and I worked for them for years, but I don't have any real ties to them. It was just a job at the end of the day. It's just something I did well as a soldier. But I've never been a fan of Stygia. I've never agreed with the Soul Forge, with the Dicta Mortem. I just wanted to be left alone upon death. I wanted to go to heaven. But they asked me for information about the Skeletal Legion, and I told them everything I knew as an officer.
Well, that's of your own matters. We'll let you relieve the information of your own lands. That's of your quarter. Now here's mine. You want to pass on, yes? So what binds you?
Binds me is
what grieves you?
I guess I love this land a little too much. I just believed in the vision of America that I couldn't. I hate the thought of slavery. I grew up. I had a ranch. I had 2 black friends. I loved one of them enough to date one, and I told her after the war was over I was going to come back and marry her, but that didn't happen. And I visited her. Well, her tombstone. I ended up seeing what her great-great-grandbabies look like. The life she got to live without me. And I guess I never got over that. I was supposed to live a normal life after this war, but instead I'm here.
You see that Asar puts one of his desires on the side of his hilt, keeps the other one in his right hand, and he twirls it. And he begins to inspect it, and he begins to put in front of his face and look across the and look through it to the spirit. It says, Allow me to show you something that you worked hard for. How long have you been here? How long have you seen the inner workings of your merit in the war and against the oppression of the Confederacy?
How long I've been here? I've been dead for about 150 years.
All right. Have you seen people walk the streets?
I'm glad that our side won at the end of the day. I just wish I could have seen it for myself.
Fortunately, I can't help in that. What I can show you is perhaps a vision of what it could have been. And let's see here. I'll take out a phone. I'll put up like a YouTube video, and I'll put on Glory.
like a 12-second compressed video.
And I'll show him.
Alright, you can do that.
I love the idea of giving a spirit piece by being like, let me show you this prestige TV show about your era. Like, here you go.
It's like
it all worked out.
It's like you may not have been one of these men exactly in this video, but your sacrifice was well worth it. People now walk side by side, and after a step in the right direction, after many deliberations, the country, the U.S., has become a firm place of equality. It's no longer a salad bowl. It's more of a melting pot. Everything stirs together.
Equality! You say that while I'm still dealing with wormcomers. Its great power walks over to spoil the moment.
It's like there's plenty of equality. There are men and women of all different of all different races, all different of all different types, all different backgrounds, and they work together side by side. Some for the greater good, others for not. But still, there is unity even in that.
Unity. You haven't seen enough of America. I wish I could show you what this world used to look like back before these guys' ancestors came and ruined everything. You're Native American, aren't you? I am, Wormcomer. I'm sorry. I bear no ill will towards the Native Americans. It doesn't matter if you don't bear any ill will. You're still here, and your people are still here. You shouldn't be here.
Somebody needs to be over there to take great power on a walk.
Yeah. I'll shout to the back. I found our wraith, and I need someone to take great power off my hands. He's making things difficult.
Over Packlink?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that we've completed our exchange with the Unseelie in the bar by now, right? If so, we're headed to their location.
It'll probably take some time, but yeah.
You look at Jack as he looks back at you. Well, I wish there was a way I could make amends for that, but I really can't. I mean, I'm not my ancestors, but please, I just want to be left alone. Can I just walk away?
I'm afraid I can't let you walk away. But what I do want, by what I can do, is that I can walk with you.
Well, I'm supposed to get out of here. I mean, there's going to be investigators coming through soon.
And these investigators, does Asar know anything about them?
Currently, no. You know that the Penitent Legion might have something to do with it. Who are the ghosts of people who died of mental illness, but they never have struck you as investigators or detectives.
Okay. I look at them as like investigators, detectives.
If you've ever heard of the Legion of Paupers, that's who they are, and they're very good at their job. They can see the memory of the land. They'll know I'm here.
And what do you plan to do?
I'm
Just
going
plan
to
to
keep
run
running
forever?
until I get to the ocean and cross a ship. And then I'm just going to live alone by myself all the way to the North Pole.
You came all this way to go to the land of the living, to remove yourself from the country you have fought so hard for, to go to
I wish I didn't. I wanted to
Antarctica?
stay here, but I can't do that while the poppers are chasing after me.
We will never pass on over if you do that. You will remain exactly where you are, alone, and you be another
Yes,
form of
I have.
oblivion.
Well, is there that is just gonna point at the side that you hold in your hand? Well, can I hide in that?
He twirls it around. As long as you
No,
don't
I
accept the
wouldn't do
spirit
anything
within
like
it.
that. I'll just stand there. You won't even know I'm there.
He turns around the blade and he points the blade at himself and he holds the handle and he says, "Be careful."
Great power looks at you. You can't be serious about this.
I am serious about
You're gonna
this.
see.
And if you disagree,
You'll see
you may
Great Power
challenge me.
just turns around, just both hands in the air as he walks away. His back is turned. He's not going to look at this. You see that Jack raises his hand, grips the handle of the sai, and he spends a point of pathos and uses inhabit. You see his body sucks itself into your blade, and he is gone.
All right, cool. I twirl around to the side he's in, just
You can sense that there's two entities inside of
like,
it, but they're both okay with each other.
all right.
Oh, that's so cute. Sorry, no, that's not the right response, but I'm just like, aw.
So, I guess you and
Now
I
they're
are.
friends.
I guess you and I are going to be companions for a
he can't
long
respond
time.
to you, but you can tell he probably likes your response.
All right. I put the sides on my hips, cross over my arms as if I was sheathing them both, pat the sides of my hips, and I said, "Great power, we're done here. Our mission is over."
Ah, fine. He's just not satisfied at all about the ending. He's just gonna stomp back to where Savannah is.
All right. I shapeshift back into Hamid, and I'll just remove the token. And yeah, seems like
right.
we're good for now.
It's now November 1st. Happy Halloween has passed. All right. So, through Packlink, you can make talk with each other.
It says, "Everyone, I dealt with the wraith. Everything seems to be fine."
Very well.
What happened?
His soul is forever at peace, and now he will find new adventure elsewhere.
Very well. I think we should
Look
go
at
to...
you being a therapist.
All right. Where shall we meet now that the mission's done?
Well, I also had a nice night. I think you all would be real proud of me. I was basically a goddamn diplomat. There's some downside, like I said, Paul's maybe being hunted by the unseelie, but I talked my way out of a situation. Everybody left peaceably except for one chair thrown, which was very necessary. Thank you, Aput. But basically what I'm trying to say is I think I should be in charge. Negotiations, I'm in.
Bonar Alpha?
And negotiate with.
No, just like, like, who you gonna call? Karma, maybe. People are mad at us and trying to kill us. I should try and talk and say, you know what, you guys are dumb, don't pick a fight. I'm basically Gandhi now.
Is this November 1st or April 1st?
Oh yeah, no. We've all got to be in hiding. Like, Paul's got to live in hiding for the next 6 months. That's 100%. We should probably just like strap him to great power until like we see the daffodils. But yeah, otherwise it went really well.
So I have an idea. I should go to Museum and see if the Catch the Heart is still there.
That's a good point. We should go and meet up with them, let them know everything's fine.
Like, as much as I appreciate that Wraith says that he's the last one, it's probably a good idea to check around and make sure.
If he was in the well. So
was there anything in the well? Did y'all look?
As far as I know, Asar only saw the skeleton. Yep.
My only concern is that I should send this skeleton down there. Or if it's something else, I'm a little scared.
Don't want to do this? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Alright. Dropping him down. And there we go. So looking at what we've got. Taking you over. And no, grab the banner. Grab the banner. You can see me struggling with this on a playback. Alright. And here we go, back at the cemetery.
Alright. Alright, we're here.
Yeah. And we're here. Yeah. And Bear.
There's a bear?
Elvis, we missed you!
Did you see that?
Hey.
Yep, indeed, there is a bear here. See, as you look over it, yeah, you see, You see Catch the Heart, this bear, our other Ghostbuster friend, and Ares, all sitting here on the stairs. As you can see that Catch the Heart is using Mother's Touch, healing everyone in the party. Good. I see you've returned. You missed all the fun.
Look, we had plenty of fun on our own. The Unseelie Court is trying to kill Paul.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
What kind of fun you guys been having?
You'll see the thing is, Ares starts saying, we found that there was one other wraith down there. A very fun fight. Looked like a blue skeleton. You sense that the sigh in your pocket rattles upon him saying that.
I hold my decide to my side.
There's a blue skeleton, glowing eyes, look like this.
Oh boy. And it's like, wow. What is that?
You know the Skeletal Legion, right? Yeah, it was one of them.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we had to get our friend Elvis Parsley to help us. As he looks over at the bear, and the bear looks over. Yeah, man. If they didn't have me helping them, they would have died. I mean, nobody can heal somebody better than I can. He's gonna look at you and he's gonna do the double blink. Aput, you're absolutely fine with seeing a girl. Karma, you know of this bear? Asar, this is the first time you've ever seen a girl in your life.
Yeah, it's like, oh, great. Oh, look at that. Like,
well, I think that's the job well done. Happy Halloween to us. If I had a flask, I'd pull it out and we would drink.
Karma immediately reaches into her backpack and pulls out
there
a
we
flask
go.
full of bottom shelf whiskey. I don't usually share,
All right,
but here you go.
Wonderful. This Ares is going to reach over, politely take it from you, Karma. Yeah.
She allows it. She's quite pleased. I'm not sure if she's actually attracted to Elvis, but I feel like she's like fascinated by him. She just
nice little
such
bear.
an interesting creature.
Imagine just how cuddly the girl were.
I know.
It's too bad that so many people want to kill these guys. Right. As you see that area.
So are they like really? Sorry, are they really disliked by
half the
werewolves?
tribes?
I know I
Yes,
should have read this
hate their
lore.
guts. Half the tribes no. Your tribes, the Bonars and Silent Striders, they're both neutral when it comes to girl. The Wendigo like them. Yeah, this is one of the few people that the Wendigo like. And they tend to talk with them on a regular basis and keep their existence mostly secret. See. Yep. Thank you very much for having me over here. Don't tell nobody you saw me though.
Your secret safe with me, dude. And fair.
As Ares takes a little sip of the whiskey, gives it over to our friendly exorcist. He's still in lupus form, so he just gives him a little drink. While he's still in dog form, passes it over to Hart, who takes it over, knocks back a fourth of the bottle by himself, passes it over to Elvis. Elvis just takes a little sip and then he's fine. Passes it over to Aput.
I take a little
Take a little sip.
A little sip.
Asar, Sharia law.
And I pass.
Yep.
You see that great power also shakes his head no. Being a sourpuss as usual. Hey, Karma, what about you?
She's gonna take a big old swig. She's gonna take like an equal fourth. She's a little bit of an alcoholic,
take that sip,
so.
And boom, there you go. The toast has been made. Here it goes. To all of our health, to the Gero Nation, and to a happy Halloween.
All right.
They should do like one of the big joint howls.
Sweet. Hey, that sounds like a good idea. I can't howl though. You guys do it. Ares is going to walk over, shift into Hispo form. He's already lupus. He's still in Kronos form. You see Ares shifts into lupus. All right. And let's do it. Everybody roll Charisma and Primal Urge, difficulty 6. See.
right.
Yeah, difficulty 6.
Okay.
As everyone
6.
here is a very subpar howler, except for Aput, who's got a decent voice.
Sorry.
Asar,
I'm almost there.
absolutely
Sorry.
beautiful noise coming from Asar, and Karma, it's average. And everyone does a
Makes
very
noise.
okay
The
hum of
Karma
victory.
story.
And the day has been saved from the witch and the Sabbat for today. All right.
That was really fun.
I'm gonna look at girl.
Yep.
Girl named Elvis. I have a few injuries.
See.
Could you
See.
check out?
Yep. I
injuries?
can help you. As he's going to stand up, you're going to see Ares looks over. Well, it's been a long night for me. It's way past my usual bedtime. I'll be on my way. I'll be taking my friends with me. Catch the Heart's going to look over. You guys have a safe one. I'll meet you soon.
Happy
Halloween,
Halloween, y'all.
He's gonna walk
nice
over.
to kick some ass
He's
with
gonna
you.
grab Great Power by the arm. Don't you touch me. No, you're coming with us. He takes Great Power away. And with that, yes, thank you so
I'll be
much for
seeing
your
you
help
soon.
again, little brother. And with that, the four of them walk away. As this bear's gonna rub his hands together. All right. Let me just help you out there. Here we go. I think I might have did it wrong. See, Aput, your rage is 5, so he only makes 1 success. So yeah, your one and only bruise condition is cured. Yeah.
Only bruise
By this
condition.
point, all of your superficial
Yes.
damage is gone.
Okay.
Well, I should probably be heading off to the woods too. He's just gonna. He's gonna very quickly run away like a bear does.
See ya.
Yes.
Then run downhill.
And Karma, looking at the time, it's 3 in the morning.
Even Karma is tired, and she's used to doing dumb shit in the middle of the night for no reason, so... Yeah, probably about time we go sleep. Maybe not in the cemetery.
Agree.
All right. It was a hard day. We managed to succeed. All right, let's head off back to the farm, back to the lodge. Murder.
Oh, I'm not going there. I'm going to
It's like, I would rather sleep outside than deal with the silver fangs. Fuck them.
Oh, no. It's true. But I should go to... I have a moon bridge to catch.
All right. This will be the last time I guess we'll be seeing you then, Aput?
Maybe. Maybe not. I will always happily meet with a strider.
I hope you hang around. If you've learned anything, the Silver Fang don't have a lot of sway over here anymore.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe a good old Wendigo can let him know a few things.
Yeah. Maybe I stay. Maybe I'm not. It will all depends. I'm gonna put my hand towards Asar.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna shake it.
All right. Oh, you want to? Okay. Yeah. Asar goes for your hand and he shakes it.
I'm gonna put as well to Duncan.
Duncan's gonna absolutely hug Aput, even if it's super uncomfortable for him. She's gonna do the equivalent of bear hugging him.
The hand he put up, he put up forward. He's gonna double tap the back of Duncan.
Aww. She's gonna do that, and then she's gonna hug Asar, and she's gonna be like, "Next time there's vampires, I'm gonna call you up."
It's like, be sure you do. I'll be happy to go on a hunt with you.
Oh, me as well.
Who knows? We can bring this little guy along, and I show him just a little plant thing that I have.
Spirit.
Oh man, I forgot about that thing.
Plant that in the farm of the silver fangs.
Let's do it.
Right.
Halloween prank.
Halloween prank. Do you just want to...
And that's what we're doing here for the farm.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
if
right,
we're
let's
doing
go.
this, I'm totally going. Aput is totally going if we're doing this.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
My Ragamuffin
Alright.
is throwing.
Let's see.
Recognition.
What the hell am I? Okay, so there's an alternate way to move the banner. Okay. Well, now I can't turn that off. God, for God's sakes, Roll20, why'd you do this? All right. I'm fighting a war. There we go. All right, here we are again. And it's daytime. No, it's not. We got to put the filter over the screen. All right, so let me... Actually, I could just go ahead and copy it from the in-transit screen. No, that's not what I want to click. All right, so the three of you are at the Surfang farm, while the Surfangs are currently asleep.
"100% planting that shit in their garden because it's gonna be funny."
Oh. It's like, okay. It's like, all right, let's activate Bliss for Ignorance. Why not?
Yep. She's already had Son of Water going, so.
I'm just like, okay.
So you sneak in here. You're taking the doll. Yeah, her great power. So you're taking the doll, planting it, and you get to use a token I haven't used in a while for this. Is you plant it, and Epper immediately seeing something take root. So you're looking at this. It's an art asset from Pathfinder,
Right.
I do believe, right? Flower monster. Yeah, it's
Like a cute,
it's a
nice
guy
one,
who's
not
made
one that we
entirely
have
out
to
of
fight,
lotus
right?
petals. Wasn't this guy like a snapdragon before? It's the wild being the wild. You see,
like,
you go see
hey,
this
little
guy
buddy.
just made out of lotus petals.
Enjoy your new home.
He's got like two little green arms, little green legs with his pink flowers as he reaches up and pulls himself out of the ground and stands up on his little feet. Yes.
You're awfully cute for embodying chaos magic.
I'm gonna like,
It's gonna
Spirit,
is
come here.
yeah, like you see the way that he's walking. He's walking like a 2-year-old baby who just learned how to walk. Yeah.
Sweet. I
So you
tried to
very
open the
slowly
door.
open it. It's like the screen door and then the locked door. As he looks at it and then just starts wandering again. It starts wandering again.
Go inside. And I'm gonna shut the door, and I'm gonna turn into Krynos form just like, and it punched the door, but like heavily knock on the door.
See.
Like whole house is shaking.
What the hell is that noise? Some sort of. That's
Those
this little.
silly bastards said we wouldn't scare people enough.
And I'm gonna say, I should say, more like a little scream. Happy Halloween, inbred silver suckers!
Oh my gosh!
And I'm gonna turn into Lupus and dash.
All right, I'm spending a point of gnosis for like speed of thought. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
What in the hell is that? I got my house! As you start hearing the sky shine at the top of his lungs as you run away after planting the wild spirit. Putting the trick in trick or treat.
There we go. Exactly.
Yeah.
They should have given us more. Was it pancakes?
Absolutely.
They didn't give us enough
Absolutely
pancakes,
not.
so we had to play a trick on them.
I didn't even eat the pancakes.
All
That's
right.
why, exactly. That's why you had to play the trick.
You could give me a treat. A land.
See. And with that, with there being 30 minutes left, is there anything else you want to do?
Besides that, no, Asar's gonna go to bed.
All right.
We're gonna have a laugh, watch a movie maybe, and then fall asleep to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like everybody like gets drunk and she eventually like falls asleep listening to Honky Tonk and like.
I think I'm gonna say goodbye again with everybody and head out.
All right. So we have now entered what I like to do at the end of all my games, the epilogue. As after 2003, Halloween has passed, we look at Asar, Chopper's Wind to Han. Asar, what happens to you after Halloween 2003? Yeah.
Are you asking me like what happens to me? Oh, okay. All right, sweet. All right. After that, Asar is going to wake up. He's gonna say a brand new day. He's gonna look at the sky. He's gonna talk to the Great Spirit, and he says, "How do you feel like going on a little journey? I know some people back in Egypt and across the Middle East that maybe perhaps we can make some
Egypt?
memories.
I've never been to Egypt.
We can see the world a little bit.
The pyramids, can we see them while we're there?
Oh, sure. We can definitely swim over there, but we can't stop.
All right.
It gets a little funky with me.
I would love to.
Sure thing. I'll see if I can call up some of my friends, and maybe we can see what happens on the other side of the world. All right. I go ahead and I let Duncan know that I'm heading off, and I let Aput know if he's still over there just sleeping. And I says, "All right, guys, I'm gonna go off. Maybe within like a few months' time, I'll come back."
Wrapping up your score. So seeing this, the way I did this with my vampire game, your highest attribute plus your highest skill plus, see, looking at what you've got, your remaining rage, your remaining gnosis, your remaining willpower, and equaling all of that up, 18 points is your final score. All right. Hanging on to that.
Okay.
Going down the line.
Okay.
What ends up happening to Aput, Thunder's Jaw?
I think he
Mm-hmm.
goes to Canada, to his home, and I forgot about the great
Mm-hmm.
Worm Weaver Railroad. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Which year the Weaver did what?
The big shit. I
see.
forgot the English version of that.
Oh, when the Weaver built all the roads?
Road.
See. Yeah, that happened back in yeah, the highway project happened in 1956.
Highway,
but I
highway.
looked up the Nunavut Nation, and there are no roads going to the Nunavut. There's not a single paved road within the Nunavut Nation. Mm-hmm.
Sweet. So going back, he goes to home. He do what everyone Digo does, obviously. Goes for mission, kills the worm. Maybe hangs out with Ymir Sweat. And I think he made like little occasion that every year he comes back to Georgia, to this town, for Halloween. To eradicate
to mingle with
worm
all of your
and
favorite unseelie fae who are still looking for Paul.
Yeah.
Like 20 years later in 2023, they're still looking for him. All right. And
yeah.
Yes.
This is the same universe as your vampire and your werewolf. There's someone in 2023 in Canada that is hiding.
Same thing too. Looking at all of your points, your highest attribute, your highest skill, your remaining rage, your remaining gnosis, and your remaining willpower, putting you at 17. Looking at this, saving that, and cutting over to Karma. What does she do after this?
I feel like she's gonna sort of hang around Savannah more than she generally does. Like, she's always a Rolling Stone, but I think she's gonna travel around the South more or less. Savannah's gonna be kind of her headquarters. Kind of just be Duncan. Like, I don't know, she does the things that she always does, but I think this experience made her a lot more. She was always kind of afraid of the Umbra and felt kind of outclassed and didn't understand the occult stuff, but I think she's much more comfortable with her family's heritage and the Scrimshaw occult item. And she starts asserting herself a little bit more as an expert. Like, there's less pretending that she's just like a funny, silly, like, you know what I mean? She's like, she takes on more missions and starts being kind of a stronger community member. But is still just largely trashy.
And behold,
and
everyone had a
jokes
successful
and
character
doing what
arc.
she always
Asar
does.
became a little bit more compassionate. Aput realized that more money needs to go to the Nunavut Nation. That's the moral of the story. Give Canadian natives more money. But in all seriousness, learn to be a little bit nicer to Wormcomers. For a Warpath Wendigo, that's a lot of progress. And Duncan, and
yeah,
exactly.
There are exceptions.
You're the exception, not the
rule.
Looking at your score, your highest attribute, plus your highest skill, plus your remaining rage, your remaining gnosis, and your remaining willpower, coming up to 13. So, going down the line, as to what happens to all of you. Karma, years go on, it becomes 2020, of course, the year that everybody liked the most, and of course, the thing that ends in Sharona happens. So, while that's going on, you're looking around, and a massive incident happens in Savannah, Georgia. The Halloween of that year, a lot more Skeletal Legion Fae, no, not Fae, wraiths appear in Georgia during that time and start intermingling with those who died of sickness within the Civil War. While that is going on, you have the absolute busiest year of your life. Roll a d10. Yes.
Question.
Aput will be there
I
with
said
you.
I was visiting on every Halloween.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like
Karma, with
Yes.
Aput's help, along with the help of the local silent striders and Actina, you do eventually push the rates back. But ever since then, especially after December 3rd, 2020, of what happens with what happened in our vampire game, you have now been up to your eyeballs in work because now you've been dealing with an equal parts specters and the new anarchs, the libertarians. You have been a very active soldier for Gaia. But thanks to your massive dedication, your 4 years of constant fighting, you have been promoted to rank 3 among the Guru Nation. Granted, you only get
Take
1
that,
day
people who
off a
said you had to
year,
be
so it's a
serious to
lot
be
of work.
successful.
Going down the line, Aput, what happens to you? You, of course, help the Nunavut Nation, which, of course, only grows in power as years go on, and Justin Trudeau continues to do absolutely nothing for his nation and says, oh, yeah, we're going to give you guys more money, and then he just doesn't do it. But the Nunavut are doing pretty well for themselves. The First Nations are doing great. So, while you are in Canada, roll a d20. No, not d20, d10. You may or may not. You do. While you are there, you encounter a man who goes by the name of Colt Mason. He is a gangrel. How do you feel about that? And you look at him, not only that, but he's
Not
also
so
white, and his wife is even whiter than him. As you look at him, you are immediately driven to kill him. But he starts giving you a lot of information. He starts telling you a lot of secrets in regards to what happens in Las Vegas in the vampire game that you will never see. And he essentially brings up the Malkavian Antediluvian by name, along with his current host. With that information, you end up holding him prisoner with you and the rest of the Wendigo tribe, and you end up getting a massive edge against the Libertarians, the former Sabbat branch, that have now turned and are now in service of the Antediluvians. So you are now his warden in our New York by Night, Rage Across New York game. And as for Aput, what happens to you? You start traveling the world. You begin to see many different sites. You start going on massive assassination jobs after this. After how well you helped resolve the incident in Georgia, that doesn't go unnoticed. You are immediately ranked up to rank 3 after that happens, from just years of work and dedication. Roll a d10.
All right. Let's see.
What ends up happening is that the Legion of Paupers does eventually find you. They end up fighting you. It's a massive fight for your life as you're trying to protect your friend, Jack Morrison. This does eventually lead into your death, but don't be alarmed. You do eventually reincarnate as a new Silent Strider. You're now living a new life away from the current woes of our shared vampire World of Darkness game. You're now a 10-year-old boy who is living a happy life all the way in Lahore, Pakistan. See, or at least...
all right.
Wow.
Wow.
As for what happened to him,
whatever happened to
he got dragged back down into the other world. and he paid for his past mistakes.
Shit. Well, we had a good run, buddy.
You know, what comes around goes around. Maybe one day your new reincarnation will be able to rise up, travel into the Shadowlands, and save him. But that will be another story for another day. And with that, that
Sweet.
is our Halloween special done and in the bag. All right.
That was so fun. Thank you.
That was good. That was good.
I'm gonna especially thank you. This is my first
and thank all
game.
Thank all three of you, along with CowardlyFrance and Cousin Carl,
Same.
for participating in this game. It was great. Glad we got to do this for the channel, and glad I got to do this with the community. Get to talk to the fans.
I got to be a part of this. It's a nice experience.
We can continue to talk about this, but we're going to do it off camera. I don't want this video to get too long, at least. It'll be easier to render. All right. And with that, we are done. Let's see. I keep forgetting how.
Right. Have a good one,
Happy
y'all.
Halloween to you all.
Take care and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Stay safe. Don't eat any
one.
candy
Happy
that's
Halloween,
already been
guys.
opened. And have a good one. All right.
Take care.
And oh, whoops! I accidentally hit the wrong buttons in the wrong order. We're looking at a black screen for a minute.